Hi, my name is Master Crewstar. What's occurring? This is the channel where Jesus Christ rules.
Nope. Nope, not happy. She took the tablet off me. I bought her a balloon. She took the tablet off me.
Anyway. Now,
A balloon.
this
I
video.
bought a balloon. And she took it off me.
Oh, look, babe, I've got sleep in my eye. Why didn't you tell me I had sleep in my eye?
Marcy, you got sleep in your eye.
Sorry, you guys, I've got sleep in my eye. Right.
I got a square thing in a white circle on my eye. It's nice, isn't it?
We're going to just wake up, so. Anyway, guys, this video is about drugs. And we're not condoning drugs, are we, babe? We're not turning around and saying this is good to take drugs, but I feel that, you know, somebody needs to be speaking about a healthier way when you do take drugs. Okay, so obviously, I was talking to my husband, him, and yeah, so I was talking to him about, you know, uncomfortable smoking and comfortable smoking. Now, obviously, you know, not many people know this, obviously, because people don't. Not everybody takes drugs and that. But when you smoke uncomfortable, it's all the in and out all day, raising money and. Do you know what I mean? You got people pestering you for a lick and, you know, a smoke, and you know they keep doing that all the time. And then you got the drug dealers taking long because they don't want to come out for £10 or £15 or what, even not even £20 nowadays. You know, 'cause it's risky for them.
Yeah, they sell 5 bits.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the uncomfortable part of the situation. But when you're sitting down, you're smoking, you know, you're sitting down smoking. You know, all you're thinking about is you're running out again. You're not ever sitting down comfortable, and not only that, you haven't eaten anything either. You haven't had hardly any sleep, and you're just in and out. And honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. What you're really doing is you're exercising your body. It's like we're running a marathon. It's walking in and out, in and out, in and out all the time. I don't think that was what you wanted to do. I think you wanted to sit down and smoke, didn't you? You know, and the thing is, you're not smoking. You haven't. You're exercising, okay? And you know, you're making phone calls like you're at a desk. You know, working at a desk in the office, talking to drug dealers all day, not all the smoking. Do you see what I'm trying to say to you?
You made your little £10, and before you've even started smoking that, you're already thinking where you're going to get your next £10 from. So how are you supposed to enjoy it?
Exactly. So basically, the comfortable smoking now is this one, okay? And obviously, Bally's experienced it, you know, a few times now, but you know, tonight it's been more evident because I've been with him. Um, is where you get you know, what is it called, Tina, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, you get your Tina, and you know, you sit down and you're smoking. You've had something to eat beforehand, and you've been to sleep. You phoned up the drug dealer one time, okay, and you know, you're hydrated. You know, some people might even go in the shower better. But that's the healthy way to smoke. You know, and by this you're not exercising your body. Okay, you're not up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You know, you're just having your smoke. No one's not bothering you. You've had your sleep, you've had your food, and you're just sitting down. You're not making, you know, because sometimes when you do the uncomfortable smoking, it can make you paranoid. It can make you very, very paranoid. You know, you got. I mean, it's not just about picking up the drugs, is it, and running up and down. It's about being robbed all the time as well. Being robbed. Do you know what I mean? You're not too sure whether the drug dealer's going to turn up or not. You got them cheeky drug dealers. Do you know what I mean? And you're having that constantly all day, and all you're doing is exercising, just walking up and down. And they'll tell you to go there, and then you go there. You know, you're losing weight as well when you're doing this. By the way, you're losing weight. Okay, you've had no sleep, and all you're doing is picking up £10 bits, just all in £5 bits, whatever bits you're having, and it's not really. That's called the uncomfortable smoke. It's not even worth it. So my advice to my husband is that, you know, you need to have your rest days, and obviously God's working with him to have rest days, and he's having like, I think the longest day was 4 days that he's had off, but he has been resting. Do you know what I mean? Not going out all the time. Because the world's polluted, and you're not just the fact that you're looking for the drugs and the money for the drugs. It's the atmosphere outside. You know, so my husband's been staying at home. You know, he's been staying at home, getting his rest, and I said to him, and all what I say is inspired by God, by the way. It's not of my own. Get yourself rest, eat food. Do you know what I mean? And when you've got a little bit of money, then you can go and get yourself a large amount or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Not too much, but enough, to make you feel comfortable. You don't have to share it with anybody. You're not feeling wired to the point where, you're having to invite other people to put £5 to it or whatever when you don't even want to hang around with them. You got your drugs to yourself, you've had something to eat, you've had your rest, you're phoning up the drug dealer one time, and that's the comfortable smoking, guys. And obviously, like I said, I'm not telling people to go out and take drugs, but I'm talking to those who are taking drugs. This in and out business, you're going to have some self-control because it's not God. And obviously your wife or your husband doesn't want to be absent from you either. And all this in and out business, and then they're getting your bad attitude because someone's irritated you. You haven't got no, you ain't got no self-control, you're frustrated, you're irritated, you're confused because of the way that you've done the uncomfortable smoking. God bless you guys. Bye. I did say bye.
Bye.
God bless you guys. You in our prayers. And hopefully you can get well from drugs soon. Bye.